Let's get this shit started this morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I'm a little late. It's because I woke up at 7 o'clock on the nose. This isn't bad. Gonna have the business report with the brilliance of Black Wall Street and the excellence of Big Time at 10:15 this morning. I'll start with the NFL last night, and I had it on off and on because I was doing WWE. But basically, um, Cincinnati played their best game of the year in shocking the big bully Pittsburgh Steelers last night in Cincinnati. Morning, baby girl. How are you? Did you sleep well? The beautiful Sheila E. joins me in the chat. Should be up in a couple of minutes. And so I'll put the link in there, baby girl. Good morning, my love. It's Pittsburgh shocked by the Bengals last night, and the whole NFL is buzzing. Like I was saying, as I'm getting ready to get Sheila E. up here in a minute, the whole world is shocked that Cincinnati upset Pittsburgh. That's good news for me because that tells me that they should get up for another one against Houston on Sunday. Basically solidify the Dolphins with the fourth pick in the draft. And if you're a Dolphin fan, you're pulling for that. Let's not kid ourselves. Okay? Ryan Lindley looked good last night against a pretty good Pittsburgh. But remember one thing. Pittsburgh have lost two of their best players on defense. So take that for what it's worth. Pittsburgh is sliding now after starting off 11-0. Now, the third seed in the AFC and sliding. Roscoe, what's up? Let's see. Sheila E., the beautiful one, says that she slept good. I'm glad she did. She slept well. Kid Roscoe, good morning, my brother down in Dallas, Fort Worth area. He's here today. And I'm going to bring her up right now. Both of them can come up. I don't care. Because to be honest with you, I'm going to do the N.B.A. coverage. Because today is opening night in the N.B.A. Got the Knicks, you got the Nets hosting the Warriors down in Barclays Center, 7:30 tonight. Then you have the Generals, world champion Lakers, getting their rings tonight against the hated Clippers. That's about 10:45 Eastern time. NBA is a season that begins tonight. I hope people who like the NBA come in here tonight, especially tomorrow night when you have a full card of NBA games. We'll go team by team today. You do something like this, folks. You have to pour in all your effort. And beginning today, you're going to get that. We'll have the NBA preview all day today. 10:15 to 1:30. Have the we'll have the business report with the brilliance of Black Wall Street. His his thumbnail, but for some strange reason I cannot get it onto my computer, so I can uplift it, and everybody would see that beautiful download that my nephew helped do for him. Anyone can come up. We can start talking. We'll begin the preview uh, in a little while. Take a look at the teams, and I'll tell you who I'll hit first. Trying to see who stinks. All right, what the hell? We'll start with the Timberwolves, and I'll break them down in a few minutes. This is clearly the worst team in basketball. Not a shadow of a doubt. Anybody want to come up can come up. Sheila E., you want to come up? We'll talk about what you have plans for the holidays and for uh, your next couple of projects. Anybody can come up. I don't mind. Okay. Let me get back to the N.B.A. Get to Minnesota. Get them out of the way. All Anthony Towns is still there. Let me say this. Anthony Edwards is the rookie, number one pick overall. This is going to be quick with this team. They brought back Ricky Rubio for leadership. I don't think that's going to help them much. I would say this team, Minnesota, is too young, too immature. And I see this team with... Don't worry about it. Come on up, girl. Here's the link. Come on up. I look at the Timberwolves, maybe a 22-win team. I'll give them 22-60. A lot of growing up to do there. It's sad when you pay good money. Here you go, Sheila. Come on up, baby. Pay good money. Here she is. Pay good money to watch a crap.
Good morning.
Good morning, baby girl. How are you?
Good morning. How you doing? How you sleep last night?
Very, very well. So much
That's
well.
good.
I was in Kuda's chat room when he was doing his monologue, playing his music, and I fell asleep. So I got a good 6.5 hours, which I needed in the worst way.
I was asleep by 8 o'clock. I was so tired.
Well, sweetie, you getting the house together? I mean, you celebrate uh, what's coming up on Friday.
Hmm.
So, guys don't understand, especially men, that when women run around and do the work, it's a lot harder than men think it is.
It's not. And I just jumped on for a little while because I have a little cold, so I'm gonna go back out and get some other stuff, little stuff I have to get. Cause we having a little brunch. With
Nice.
me and my sister, my family, we always doing something. So we're gonna have a little brunch for Christmas Day.
Talking to the beautiful Sheila E., the quiet storm up here. Let me ask you this, baby. Um, What's your next couple of projects you're gonna do? Put on video so people can see.
I just did one just morning, encouraging different ones who get an attack on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I did one about that. Also, I have a young lady keep on bringing my name up. I think it have a lot to do with envy and jealous, but I don't respond.
Oh
So
yeah,
like I said, I'm a mature woman, so
I know
stuff
you
like
are.
that don't that bother me because I try to set example, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my video I did this morning, it was about morning glory and just encouraging people to stay positive in a negative situation. Also around this holiday, you have people dealing with depression because their family members not there and stuff like that. And just I was just giving it to them. We all have different gifts and talents. Let's support one another. Channel. We could agree to disagree.
I agree with
Um,
that.
and what God had for you is for you. Um, Nobody could do what you do. Nobody have your smile or none of that. So I was just sitting on different stuff like that.
You know, um, between me and you and a hole in the wall. When I realized that my brothers, my uncles, and my dad and my aunts are not coming back, for me, it's an empty feeling because I really believe um, if my brothers were around right now, um, my mother would definitely be a lot happier. But me, I would have been happy too because the people that saw you, because I'm the youngest, the people who saw you the day you was in diapers, they're no longer here. The only one I have left is my aunts and my two aunts and my mom. So um, I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead, sweetie, if you want to. Yeah. Holiday season for some people is not good. Go ahead, baby, talk. Go ahead, Sheila, if you want to talk, baby. Waiting for Sheila E to pop back up. While she's doing that, I will do the Cavaliers right now. Another team that, in my opinion, is not the strongest, but you can see encouragement. And I also see the Cavaliers winning 20 games, 22 games like that. There's going to be a lot of bad teams in the NBA this year. Go ahead, baby.
Yes, yes, it's gonna be good. So I'm getting all my information for you. So
Oh, yeah, you will. You will.
here to learn.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it enjoyable for everybody. I was talking about that to a couple of guys last night. And I was telling Laura, I said, if I don't do what I plan to do, guys like Lou is gonna look at me like a liar. But if I do what I plan to do and make the effort, guys gonna be very happy coming up here. You're gonna be very happy, and word would spread. I mean, about how good I'm working hard to do for everybody because it's not about me, it's about all of you because all of you good people make the product.
Yes,
Yeah,
and that's what it's about. It's about your audience, and
yeah,
that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like I said, you have a brand, so your brand is, you know, give your audience knowledge and understanding of what's going on in the sports, and your point of view, and you are their eyes and their ears. But the meanwhile, they gotta do their part too, so they could ask you different questions, and y'all could discuss a conversation on what's going on with the teams.
yeah. Sean Jones, good morning, buddy. See, it's guys like Sean Jones. I have to work extra hard because they support me every day. You support me. Kid Roscoe supports me. Mr. Miami supports me. It's guys like all of you, people like all of you, that I have to work hard for. And the one thing I do not like about YouTube, especially black YouTube, white YouTube too, is that there's a lot of content creators that don't give a damn about their audience. They only want to hear themselves talk. Don't give a damn about their chat room, who supports them. And instead, they have an attitude like no one cares about them. And that's me. I do care. That's why I found out last week guys were saying snide remarks about me, and I told them, don't come back. You know what I'm saying, baby?
But you know what? And like I told a young lady, um, no, they could come. Just ignore them. Long they're not disrespecting nobody on your panel, and long they're not disrespecting nobody in your chat. You know, because like I said, we all adults. We can have a disagreement and discussion, but meanwhile, you have a brand and you have a show you're doing. So you do not want nobody to come into your space, your business, and interrupt your audience and interrupt your special guests who you have on your panel. And people have to learn that, to learn how to respect one another.
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's a big problem. Because what I did before I started my show was I observed how people carry themselves, and a guy who I love to death who got burnt by it was DJ Kuda, and he brought it up on Saturday night that um, when they was gonna do Stream Team 3.0, he had a bunch of guys on his chat who I had to remind them a couple of weeks ago. I said, Kuda, you know 85% of those guys are no longer on YouTube. You do realize this, right? And he fought about it. He said, yeah, you're right, Mace. None of those guys are around no more. And the reason was the way they acted and the way they carried themselves on a panel. You don't act the way they did. They act like savages. I mean, every time Kuda had a woman up there, they told her, shut up, F, shut up, B. I mean, that don't make sense. And I told Kuda, you wonder why the women do what they do and they go the other way. And he said, you're right, Mace. Yeah. These guys don't get it. They don't understand that when you on a public spectrum, I mean, I know I do monologues where I go off a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. But the one thing about me, sweetie, is, and they were killing me about it last night, and I had to defend myself, is show your audience and the women courtesy. These guys don't get that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. While I'm here, I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect you. I have your back, you
I
know.
appreciate that. I got
So,
yours
and
too,
that's what
Rob.
it's all about. We are a team. We family.
Yes.
So when you see somebody harm your family, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna protect them. And
That
that's what we
happened.
have to do. Even as a mod, you see somebody putting negative stuff, delete it. You know? Don't go
Yeah.
back and forth with them. Because I feel like this. If you don't think this channel good for you and it's that much negativity you got to bring in the chat, go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, guys know now around the manosphere. I let it be known. If you don't want to be in here, believe you, I don't care about you. You're not here. I'm not gonna go begging. A lot of these young guys, young concept creators, they worship the people that they go into the rooms, and when they start their own, they beg these guys to come on their show. I do not do that. You want to be here? I'll get you here. You know, I heard, I know Richard, Edwin Anderson's reached out to me. He said he would love to come up and talk, about the manosphere, talk sports. I will give him an appointment. Mahogany is reaching out to Rashida Strober to bring her here, and I'm going to do all of that right after the holidays. As soon as it's after New Year's, I'm going to do that. What's up, my buddy? What's up, bro? Good morning, my friend. How are you, Black Wall Street? In the chat room. He'll get his time at 10:15. Should be a packed room for the business report. Him and Big Time. They do a tremendous job. But getting back to what we were saying, good morning, my friend. I was saying, you have to focus on your own. Don't worry about other people. I told my guys yesterday and Sunday that I think they're all good together with ism. I think Star Platinum, yo, take your time. You're 2 hours away, bro. Don't worry about it. Star Platinum, Dusty, and Laro, they're great with ism. They work well together. And I'm happy for them.
They do. They do.
And for ism to do a woman's show, I think it was Saturday night, that took a lot for him to do that. Because I want to do a woman's show too. You know what I'm saying?
You can. You
I will.
can.
I will. Don't worry. I will. I'm gonna have it on.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have it on Saturday afternoons. I'm gonna have. If you have friends like
Hmm.
Topaz, any of them, let them come up and you ladies can talk for a few hours. What's up, Pete?
Hey, good morning, mates. Hey, man, how you doing,
What's up?
Sheila?
Good morning.
What's
I'm
up
gonna
with
drop
the
down.
Steelers
Excuse me. I'm gonna
losing
drop
on
down. Let the
purpose
guys
last night,
talk.
bro?
I
No,
have
no, no.
some.
Stay. You stay. What's up, Pete? Go ahead. What's up with
I
what?
said, what's up with the Steelers scared of the Dolphins and Seals on the 7th seed, bro? They lost to the Bengals last night on purpose, bro.
Yeah,
They
no,
don't want to see the
man.
Dolphins on the
It's
7th
tough.
seed. We most likely gonna
Sheila,
play
see
the
how
Bills
good he.
now in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, no, man. Sheila, you see it? You see how good Pete has it? Sheila,
I
you see
see. I see.
it was 80 degrees this morning in South Florida, bro?
Rubbing it all in our face while we
It
here
was
with the snow.
no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't exist in the snow.
Good for you, man. Good morning, Pete. And Black Wall
Good morning,
Street in the chat
everybody.
room. He's getting ready for his business report at 10:15 this morning, which is going to be lit because all these brothers are going to sleep in and wait to 10:15 and get up here. Should be a good panel today. These guys, like Black Wall Street likes to brag about Sheila. Every stock tip him and Big Time collabed on has been a boom.
You
And they're
boys know their
brag
stocks.
yeah, and they're bragging about it, so I'll have them up here today. Uh, I was talking about with Sheila E, my friend, about how this manosphere works and how Sheila E got her own platform, which is tremendous. Watch her videos, especially about family, about this time of the year, and about Joe Biden. She's done an excellent job, and trust me, Sheila, when I say this to you. The manosphere noticed what you just did, girl. Good for you. Sheila,
Oh, thank you.
the brothers noticed what you've done. Good for you.
Thanks.
I remember when I played that your video, the whole thing, the audio to Beasley. Beasley said, I want to check it out. And then he came back the next day and apologized to me and apologized to you because he said you did a great job. Pete, go ahead, talk for a second to Sheila. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Sheila, what's your channel about? Well, what you trying to promote out there? Because I didn't know you had a channel. I'll
Pete,
subscribe to
really,
you.
I was when I started, I was just playing with my furs and because I like to dress. I was just doing furs and fashion and stuff. And then I was just doing talking. So I have a lot of things. I'm really into politics in real life. So I'll try not to put that on YouTube. But somehow I had my mayor on here a couple of months ago. So now and then I would talk about politics and I'm gonna do more of that. And also encouraging my brothers and my sisters. Um, Definitely my brothers, because I know y'all go through a lot, and also a lot of people who being bashed on YouTube. Um, don't so focus on the negativity. Stay focused on your channel, your purpose, and just stay in your lane. And you're gonna have haters or whatever, and just stay focused and don't give up because the end of the day is we are some here for laughter, some here for entertainment, some here for a business. And some people have a brand. So the ones who have a brand and really want to learn and discuss one another, because we don't have disagreements because we older and that's what we do. But we could, disagree in a respectful way. And that's what it's all about. Each one teach one and lifting one another up.
I
And that's
respect
what
that,
that's what I'm
Sheila.
about. Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
like That sounds like some grown person stuff. Should be no kids allowed.
Yes, yes,
And I
and I
recommend you
know.
take off, Sheila. I recommend you take off. You do what you do, and most importantly, don't even feed into the haters. Don't even feed in. If they're gonna hate, just leave the spoon right there on the side. Don't even pick it up. Just continue to do you and your goals, and you will achieve them.
Thank you. And that's what I'm doing too. That's like I said, everybody not gonna like you. So you have to do what you have to do and stay focused. Don't even entertain. Let them talk while they're talking. You be doing what you're doing and your stay focused on that next level, that next dimension, and your audience.
Hey
That's what
man,
it's
but I
all about.
appreciate Mace having this whole setup, what he has going on. And I kind of like what he did. At first, I thought he was only gonna do sports and betting, but he has a little bit of everything, and I actually like that. Sometimes I'll be back there just listening in to you guys and just soaking in the knowledge because at the end of the day, there's people out there that know more, and you always got to try to at least suck in some knowledge from a little bit of everywhere. And I have been learning off of you guys, and it's
That's
been a
right.
blessing to see this channel and it continue to grow as well.
And you know what? And that's what it's about because this is the time of holiday with coronavirus. A lot of people not here and they're not this first year not spending time with their family for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for New Year's. And a lot of people is really feeling down. And that's what it's all about, us lifting one another up and cheering one another on, you
Baby
know?
I'll
girl,
be honest. I bet there's a lot of people out there like me that never used to do the YouTube thing, and now because of the corona, we were all stuck at the home. They probably just decided to make a little chat like me. I don't make no YouTube. I just do a little quick video here and there. It's not gonna interest anybody, but you know, it's just everybody went on because of this corona and started doing their thing, and it's been successful for everybody. And I like that.
let me read what Black Wall Street written. He appreciates you, Sheila. He says, I appreciate you, Sheila. Good to hear sisters spitting game and good content and positivity. See you all, Fudd. Love you're getting in the A. I agree with that. All this love you're getting in the AM, Mace. Yeah, I appreciate that, my brother. I have people when I do
Thank
my early morning show like this one, people pop up in the chat and say, Yo, Mace, I'm going to work. I'll listen to you along the way. Thank you so much for coming on early. And the reason why I do what I do is, come on, no one wants to hear um, a gossip and rumor and got people fighting at 7:30. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's too damn early. Come on, do that. You want to do that around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Fine, because people already got to work and doing their own things. They're focusing on getting their paychecks and making money to put food on their families' tables and a roof on their head. But to hear that crap at 6:30 in the morning? No, you
That
don't hear
means
that.
their team lost Sunday night.
That's right.
And she did. I felt bad for her because, again, I look at the Giants and it's disappointing. And the New York fan is disappointed because the Jets won, so they lose Trevor Lawrence. And the Giants put all their efforts in Seattle a couple of weeks ago. I thought the Giants was going to win that division. I had this young,
I
beautiful
did
young
too. I
lady.
thought we was gonna win too. I really did. You
I
know.
had it. I had this lady gassed up, and then Dwayne gasses her up a little bit, and I felt terrible. Jefferson, you want to get your ass up here? Pete's getting out of his car to go to work. Jefferson, get your ass up here. You want to come up here? I'll drop the link. Yeah. Uh. Yeah, Sheila. You done a great job, baby. Be proud of yourself. Even Cooler
Thank
gave you a
you.
shout out on Saturday night. You
Thank
done a
you.
good job, baby. Keep
Mm,
up the good work.
Thank you. And like I said, I'm just doing what I do, and I'm not really, trying to make a name for myself. I'm just do what because I do this in real life. That's what I do. I help people or
By the
whatever.
way, because you left last night,
Hmm.
young Ites
Hmm.
appreciates what you did for him. He was blown away by it. He said that you emailed him late last night, and
Hmm.
he was very, very gratified. Thankful that you looked out for him. This is what
Hmm.
it's all about.
Yep. And I'm gonna call my mayor today. So and He probably gonna do it at the holidays because I know I seen on his Facebook they was going somewhere. But I'm definitely gonna do that, and I'm a woman of my word. And like I said, it's all about us lifting one another up. You
Totally
know.
agree. Totally agree.
Mm,
You don't see. I don't see enough of that in the manosphere. You want the truth? You know what I see? This is what I see. I see the elitist, educated, six-figure guys. They
mm.
stick together. They do what they do. They talk among themselves, but and it's there for anyone that wants to grasp. But we have a disconnect in our community because young black brothers who are just sitting on their ass and smoking weed, they don't want to take the opportunities to make money to put a roof over their heads.
But Mace, it's like that with the women too. A lot of women don't want me on their panels, and I'm be honest. Since I cammed up, a lot of women seen how I really look. They didn't want me on panels with them,
Sexy man, you want to come up?
and it's sad. They
Sexy,
say it, but when they have panels and stuff, they don't want me on the panels with them.
the sexiest
That's why I be
man,
around my brothers.
the sexiest man, the manitube. I mean, excuse me, I'm saying the sexiest man in the manosphere is in the chat room. If you want to come up, come up. He gave hello. He sent a shout out to you, and that is Third Ward, Columbia. Come
Oh,
on up,
good
sexy
morning,
man.
family.
Come on up, brother.
Good
Here,
morning,
here's the
family. Let
link.
me.
Come on up, say
Uh,
hello to your boy
mm,
Mace.
mm.
I get tired.
I get a lot of pushback, Mace, from females. I do, but
I
like
know
I
you do.
said, I'm a long ranger in these streets. See, I'm a leader, not a follower.
I'll
So
tell
you
you
know
this.
that.
I'll tell you
So
this.
yeah,
What's the young girl you taking under your wing, Celeste?
yes,
She's
yes.
gonna be someone like you because some of the stupidest things that comes out of her mouth brings her trouble.
But
It- you-
she learning. She learning, and you gotta realize she got persecuted a lot too.
oh God, does
So
she? Oh man.
yeah.
I mean, I
So
did it to her. Uh,
yeah, but she learning. We talked, and she learning, and she changing. You know, so
my
it's gonna take time.
my
But
boy,
I taught. She got a good heart. She really do.
my
You
boy,
know.
Mr. Fantastic. I tell people this, and I know that Mahogany doesn't like when I say this, but Jessica X has her henchmen just like Danica Marie. All right, bro.
Mhm.
Guys, brothers like those two women, and they're going to go out of their way to protect those two women.
But in the day is too. That's why I was telling people just stay out of negativity way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna sit up there and argue with negativity because, like I said, that's not my style. That's not my personality. When I fight for the community, and whatever I do is a benefit behind it. It's a method to my madness, you know.
I
And
understand it. I see what you
and
do, baby.
some people have not been popular until they've been on YouTube. So you know, so the end of the day is it's just social media. You could be whoever you want to be on social media. And I say just take your platform, make the best out of it, you know.
Writing to Fred Ward for the nice comment he just dropped in the chat room about myself. And Fred Ward, drop your channel's link, bro, because you know I like to give you guys a plug.
Yeah, and they're coming on Saturday because I keep on mixing them up with the fourth quarter table. So but now I got it together.
Pete says to you, Sheila is right. Don't argue back with negativity laws of attraction. That is true. Uh, you know, I said this to the guys last night when you left.
Hmm.
And I mean this. And I was in tears last night before I went off the air. I am going to work hard for everyone who supports me. You know, for me, it's not a money grab. And if good things happen for us because of this, God has blessed all of us. Because when I do this because I want to give back to the people who support me. And if you haven't noticed, Sheila, the guys who come in here, they're from the chat rooms. They're not from platforms.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
The only one who has a platform that comes up here is Ism, and he's too busy becoming a celebrity.
Hmm.
Uh, Platinum Elite, who me and him have a strange relationship, but it's a good one.
And third, and the channel is so and you know what? I'm be honest.
Yeah,
We have so much stuff, good content, good information on the YouTube streets that a lot of people don't even, they like drama. They don't, I mean, third of them really have a beautiful channel, so much information. And the views and the people in the chat, it should be more people over there. And our people just like, I mean, it's like, come on, they don't want to be educated or it
They-
don't interest them or, they're just like, they're so caught up in drama and negativity.
that's it. That's the problem. And Beasley made an excellent point last night. He said that when you do something kind of positive, brothers and sisters don't care for it. But if you're doing stupid stuff and it's all negative, they're all in with their eyes and ears. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's
Yeah,
sad, but it's true.
yeah. And
I
just
mean,
like the woman is just the way we dress, how we carry ourselves here and whatever, you have to be careful for that. Oh yeah, they're gonna look at a woman with her chest hanging out and this and that or whatever, you know what? But they don't look at the ones who really bring information that can help them.
yeah.
Not
Fred,
just them, but their kids and their whole household. And we
Fred,
have to stop that,
I
you
totally
know?
agree. Watch Fred Ward. Kenny Conjo was about to move to Europe. The beautiful Miss Topaz and Brandon L. for the Record TV. Our time is now, I believe it's 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock in the Midwest and the Southwest, because they're from the Southwest and the Midwest, all of them. It's at Conjo. Over on our channel, we get more views than we have subscribers. Yes, I totally agree with that. He's right.
This channel is awesome too, because I was watching them on TV. So now I was like, let me get in the chat and let them know, because I was watching my grandson. But I'm going to get off the piano and I got some running around I'm going to do. But
Baby, be
you going to be
safe.
back on later?
I'll be on all day.
Okay. All right. And it's
Love
always
you
a
and have a good
pleasure.
day. Same with
Always
me,
a
baby.
pleasure.
Same with me.
Chat in the chat room, third, my family, everybody. God bless y'all. See y'all later on the YouTube streets. And be safe out there.
That's right.
Stay warm, wear your mask, be careful.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
baby. You have a good
Okay.
day. The
Much love.
beautiful Sheila E.
Bye bye.
Much love, baby girl. I did Minnesota. I did Cleveland. Those teams are disasters. Since I have them up here, I'm gonna do it again later. Since I have them up here in the chat room, let me do the Houston Rockets. Uh, it's sounding more and more like they will move James Harden. I think they should have moved him already. So he's there for now. With those three, Boogie's looking spectacular. So is John Wall. Houston can go places. I know this may sound crazy to people. Houston can go places. Uh, got a young coach in Steve Silas. You know, Rockets. They can go anywhere from, I'll say, from 4 to 7. But they gotta get Harden straight. And Houston, they should be a playoff team. Because John Wall and Boogie are good friends. They played together at AAU. They played together at Kentucky. They are so happy. I was watching the Rockets the other night. They are so happy being back together again. So Houston's going to do something. They'll blast off this year. Rockets. Salute to Sheila and just describe the Fred Ward's channel. Yeah, it's a good channel. I mean, if you know how they do their show, Black Wall Street? You know how you watch these daytime TV shows like The View and The Word and the other shit, The Real? Well, instead of women, you got 3 guys and a lady. and they all get along well. They do a little of everything. It's outstanding. Fred Ward, Topaz, Kenny, Kenny K, Brandon L. They do a great job. They come over here and say hello to me from time to time. Yeah, the Harden move got to be made. I would say this morning, get him out of there. If you're going to trade Harden, get him out of there to Philly or wherever. The candidates for Harden is Philly, Milwaukee, Denver, Miami, Brooklyn. Those are the teams. Interesting. James Harden, fascinating. We'll see what happens with him. I kind of agree with Laro now. Keep him. But at the end of the year, he's out. So we'll see. Houston's interesting, gang. They're interesting. They're very, very interesting, the Houston Rockets. It's going to be interesting seeing them play this year. And I know there's a lot of Houstonians, H-Town guys on YouTube. And they love their team. I mean, what are you going to do? Houston's a champion city. They are. Tomorrow, we'll have a full slate of N.B.A. games tomorrow. I'm looking for the N.B.A. site, and I found it. I'm looking around these teams. Sean Jones, Denver. Yeah, Denver's looking strong, buddy. They are. Nuggets. The question is, can they beat LA? I know Portland will challenge them because, unlike Denver, Portland has gamers, and they have two of the best leaders in all of the NBA, in all of sports, in Lillard and McCollum. Even Melo was bought in. What did that tell you? Melo has bought in. He is so happy being in Portland. You guys don't know how happy he is being in Portland. If you never lived in that part of the country, I did. The cool thing about out there is it's very, very beautiful to live. The scenery is picturesque. It is more for the guy who loves outdoor life. Like if you like to ski, you like to hike, you like to go kayaking or whitewater river rafting, you like to walk, you like to jog, is your type of city. Like I said, I know that We Kill Dragons is sleeping. Michael Metroke, I guess he went to bed because he was in Coolers and Ism's channel. They live out there and they can tell you the quality of life. If you want to build a family, go there. That's the little secret. Go out there. You can start a family. Malls everywhere downtown and in the outskirts. So your girls or your wife can be happy going shopping. I love the Safeway there. I used to eat my fried chicken. This was gang when I was 300 pounds. I used to eat fried chicken for lunch every day from them, and steak fries. I get everything I want, including the chicken and steak fries back in the day for like $5. I was a happy fat bastard, bro. Beautiful city. And the point I'm making is the players who play there, like a Carmelo, he realized that him and his son, even uh, Anthony's wife, I forgot her first name, they like it out there too. And she goes up there from LA to chill, and they like it up there. That tells you the quality of life it is out there. It's a great place to live if you want to raise a family, Black Wall Street, because you got little ones. And if you're a straight edge guy like myself, Third Ward, Jefferson, Black Wall Street, it's our type of place. Now, if you a buck wilding, not really. But if you're a straight edge person, like I am and you guys are in here, it's a good place to live. Hey, Sean Jones, you would love Denver, by the way. Denver would be your type of place. It's country western. You know, you have to wear cowboy boots and jeans a lot, and your Stetson hat, cowboy hat. You have all the sports, and it's a good sports town. Like I said, the two best sports cities in the West Coast are clearly Phoenix and Denver. I know people go, huh? Yeah, Phoenix and Denver. Phoenix, they love the NBA. It's an NBA hub. If you like NBA basketball, go to Phoenix. Go there for like a couple of days and watch the Suns play your teams. It's a great place to watch. You should go there, Sean Jones. Go to both cities. Experience it. Go to Denver, bro. You would like it. That was the one cool thing about me living in the West is that it was easy to get to the cities, and I got tickets, sometimes free passes to go to. I did a lot of NBA games, and I saw a lot of NBA games in my life in person. I was lucky. I had Portland, I had Key Arena, I had LA, I had Oakland if I wanted to go there to watch the Warriors. I had Denver, I had Salt Lake City. I never go to Salt Lake City. I had Salt Lake City, I had Denver, and I had Phoenix if I wanted to go there to watch basketball. Um, Out west is good, but the problem is it's too Laker centric. Everything is the Lakers out west. Like everything in the East Coast is the Yankees, the Yankees, the Yankees. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's pick a third team uh, to do the preview. I did Cleveland, I did Minnesota. I had them both winning 22 games and losing 60. Uh, Looking at these teams. All right, let me do. This is for. Um, this is for Beasley, and this is the Charlotte Hornets. The beautiful Stephanie Reddy is the sideline reporter for the Charlotte Hornets. Gordon Hayward is there now, as they call it, Buzz City. Goes along with Ball as the Hornets are preparing for the year. I look at this team, LaMelo Ball, Devin Graham, Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll's the coach there now. As the Hornets get ready to go to Cleveland. Then they go to Oklahoma City on Saturday. This is a team which I think what fascinates me with this team is one fan game. I'm interested I'll tell you the sleeper team in a minute since you want a sleeper. Um, this is a team which now have a player who's going to make everybody better by his passing and his vision on the court. And I like what I see from this team. I'm going to give this team, um, believe it or not, I'm going to give this team 34 wins. Ball is good. Ball is going to raise that level, and he's going to have pass the eye test to a lot of people, especially Beasley, President Beasley, who loves Ball. They're going to improve greatly, and I think in 22 and 21, 22, they're going to be a playoff team. But they'll improve, no doubt, no doubt about it. Hornets, I'll give them 34 wins. They're not ready for prime time yet, but Ball is going to bring excitement to Charlotte. Black Wall Street's drinking his coffee, getting his kids ready for the day. I know the kids are excited. Black Wall Street, seeing that Christmas tree there, dying to get their gifts open in 72 hours. Don't worry, kiddies, it's 72 hours away. And you're going to get your wish, kids. It's coming for you. When I was a little toddler and a kid, a little fat, chubby kid, my birthday was 2 weeks ago. My birthday was on Christmas. My birthday was 2 weeks ago. So my dad, God bless his soul, said, "Boy, where do you want your best gift? Your birthday or Christmas? Always pick my birthday, because that will make me happy and lead into Christmas." Good morning, gorgeous, out in Minneapolis. 7:32 out in Minnesota. The beautiful Nicer, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Pete said, "Mace, I'm telling you, bro, Steelers ain't want no Miami in the first round. I'm mad, yeah? Our wish is coming this season. Miami Dolphins are coming." Yep, I totally agree, Pete. By the way, Pete, I'll be in here Saturday night, me and Dusty and a whole host of other guys. Guys, you know who come up here. We'll be here Saturday night. I'll be watching. Me and Dusty we doing play-by-play and analysis of the Dolphins and the Dolphins and the Raiders. I'll be doing the game right here. I'll be on live. I'll come on about 7 o'clock. Set the mood because I'm not watching on Amazon Prime, Arizona and San Francisco. I'm not doing that. Hells no. Nothing against Kyler Murray, but he should beat San Francisco. If he doesn't deserve to make the playoffs. Miami just have to win out, and I think they will. I think Pittsburgh will lose Pittsburgh may lose the division. They better watch it. Because if Cleveland beats the Jets, and the Jets are going to play hard that game because the Jets are mad at their fan base and the media are mad at them because they lost Tyler. They lost Tyler Lawrence. So the Jets, we didn't know, won in LA on Sunday, and now the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have already sat their stars the last two games, and they're going to get blitzed. By the way, they go to Chicago on Sunday. Chicago needs the game, and then they go to Indianapolis. So, congratulations to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have clinched the #1 pick in the draft. And I told Dusty, and I told Laro, and I told these guys, the Jets win one, Jacksonville gets the pick. And I'm going to say something, I don't want to offend people. Yeah, the media is in love with us now, fellas. I mean, that Chief game, what they did to Patrick Mahomes, opened a lot of people's eyes. And I told you that was going to happen. I told you guys that was going to happen. I said that I told everybody that the Miami defense was coming. And I didn't make a mistake about it. They showed up because they loved the coach. and they chased Mahomes all around the field. Mahomes said he never seen anything like it in his young career. The Dolphins' defense is hungry. They want to prove to them. They already proved it to themselves. They want to prove to the nation and to the NFL that they have a young, up and coming defense, and they do. And I promise you, Dolphin guys like Sean Jones and Jefferson and Pete, they're going to have a championship defense a year from now. And it's going to be scary for the rest of the league. We're already giving up the second fewest points in the league. Next year, we'll probably be number one, without a doubt. And I hate to tell people this who hate on the Dolphins. Their defense is not going to have a bad day as long as that coach is coaching. And I'll say it again. The game that changed it for that defense was when I forgot the young man's name for the Broncos. He used to be on the Chargers. And he was going in for a touchdown. And he got stripped by God, I'm not focused this morning on it, but he was stripped. And Miami turned that game around because of it. The defense showed right there that this defense is for real. And next year, if you're a Miami Dolphin fan, it's going to be a championship defense. And the Jets fans are so angry in the media here in New York. They're saying, should they draft a quarterback to stick with Sam Darnold and stay healthy? I'm telling you, the Jets are going to get a split. Oh, they may win both of these games at New England and home for the Browns. I'm not joking about that. I think the Jets will split, and they'll seal the number 2 pick in the draft, and Jet fans are very angry. New York is very angry. The Giants laid an egg. The Giant football fan was pumped up. They was dreaming of a dominant defense in Super Bowl. Now that's washed away. The Jet fan they didn't mind losing. They had Tyler Lawrence all wrapped up, but their pride as players. They won a game. Their fans are angry at them. Michael Brackton told the fans, "You got something to say? Come say it in my face. I'll be waiting for you." Good for Adam Gase. I know a lot of people hate Gase. Good for Adam Gase. I saw how relieved he was. He'll be back next year, especially now that they're not getting Tyler Lawrence. I had pushback yesterday at my clinic. One of the guys who took care of me was saying that Bill Cowher wants that job. I said only because he thought Tyler Lawrence was coming. Now that he sees that he ain't coming, no one wants that job. Nobody wants that Jet job. Let me pick a fourth team. I've done Charlotte. I've done the Hornets. I've done the Rockets. So I did 4 teams. I did the Timberwolves and the Cavaliers. Cavaliers 22-60, Timberwolves 22-60. The Rockets, I'll give them 48 wins. All right. I'm not a Hornets fan, so it doesn't really excite me. Oh man. Well, I'm looking at guys. It's the Hornets cheerleaders. They got beautiful women in Carolina. I'll tell you that. Oh, they got some beauties. But the one thing about women, cheerleaders, I don't like. A lot of them come away conceited, try to compliment these women. They look at you sideways. You know who the cheerleaders are for? And I hate to say this phrase, the Kevin Samuels of the world, fellas. The high value men. Those are the guys who bag cheerleaders. All right, let me look at the Chicago Bulls. They open up this against Atlanta tomorrow, and then Saturday they play the Pacers. Zach Levine, Laurie Markkinen, Patrick Williams. Just to name a couple of their stars. The Bulls are one of these franchises, unfortunately for their fan base, is that they're cursed. They had the Jordan run back in the 80s, 90s. They had the run with the Derrick Roses, Yoel Dangs, um, Kirk Heinrich. But the bottom line is, don't forget Bob Love, Chet Walker, Norm Van Leer, the late Jerry Sloan, Tom Bullwinkle, Bulls, Dennis Autry back in the 70s. The Bulls are on the crossroads. They've been like that for the last 20 years. Let's not lie about this. I don't know which way the Bulls are going, but I know one thing. They got a hell of a coach in Billy the Kid Donovan. Billy Donovan's about my age. He's from my neck of the woods. That's why I support Billy D. He's a hell of a basketball mind. And I love Billy D. Maybe, you know what? I'll give the Bulls 38 wins on the uptick because of Billy B. I love Billy D. He's a good man, good guy. He's local. He's from Long Island, right across the Queens border. He grew up there. Providence legend. Buzz cut hair. Bulls are going to improve with Billy D. And I think this team is good for Billy D, the coach, because these are a bunch of no stars. And sometimes the coach Atkinson did a phenomenal job 2 years ago with the Brooklyn Nets. Took a bunch of no names and they finished the 6th seed in the East. I couldn't name you back then a net player, but they played well together. Their farm system is 10 minutes away, and they picked guys from the farm. I would have let Durant and Kyrie go to the Knicks, and I would have kept my young nucleus in that coach. He's a hell of a basketball mind, Kenny Atkinson. This is one of the reasons why I hate the NBA is because I like teams that are a bunch of no names, no stars. I mean, look at Portland for years. I mean, unless you follow the NBA or you're a Blazer fan like me, nobody knew how great Dame Lillard was. I did. And I used to tell people go, hey, yeah. Now Dame Dollar is world famous because he's Dame Dollar. He's clutch. He's like LeBron and the great Adrian Wojciechowski named him. Um, the franchise of the NBA. He is, folks. The reason why he's the leader of men. We had a player in Portland, Turner. Um, and he was here a couple years ago, and Damon Lillard said to him, "This is Portland. People are struggling, bro. Don't drive a Lambo. Drive a truck. Guys drive trucks here because we want to blend in with the fabric." What did Turner do? Kept driving his Lambo, and we finally got rid of him. Had to go. Didn't fit the fabric. When you play with a Damon Lillard, you better fit the profile, because if you don't, you're out. Plain and simple. Guys, trust me, I'll be back in exactly 1 minute. Give me a minute. No, I'm not going to take a bathroom break. I'm going to have me a real quick glass of water, and I'll be right back. I have a big house here, guys, so I have to go all the way from back here in my studio and go all the way up to the front to the kitchen. So give me a minute. I'll be right back. No longer than 2 and 2. And remember what game show that was from. I'll be back. What happened? What happened? I don't have that. Can't do that. Hard. Maybe. Yeah, one for me, one for you. I told you that 2 weeks ago when she sent the birthday cards. I'll be back. Sorry, family. I took a little longer than I should. Again, getting back to the show, fellas. Uh, who did I just do this now? I did Charlotte. Oh, I did the Bulls. I'll give the Bulls 38 wins because of Billy the Kid Donovan. That's why I give him 38 wins. I give it to him. Yeah, give him 38 wins. Let me see. Go back to the NBA site. Tell you another team. I'm doing all the bad teams now. The only reason why I did Houston because Fred Ward was in here. Detroit. Let me do Detroit. I don't know Detroit, so I have to look at their roster. All right, the Pistons. Let me take a look at them. I love the Pistons uniforms. I love the red ones when they used to wear the red alternate back in the days of Rip Hamilton and Rasheed and Ben, and of course the great Chauncey Billups and the great Tayshaun Prince. What a basketball team that was. Larry Brown destroying the Lakers back in the early 2000s, broke up that Laker team. Shaq that summer went to the Miami Heat with a diesel truck. Blake Griffin, Rodney McGruder, Josh Jackson, the young Killian Hayes, Derrick Rose is there. Mason Plumlee, that was a good signing. Jahlil Okafor, maybe he's matured by now. One of the biggest busts in NBA history. This team, I'm just going to make it brief. I can see why Blake Griffin wants out. Maybe 30 wins, 30 and 52 I see for the Pistons. And I do see Blake Griffin moved by the trade deadline. I do. Let me do the San Antonio Spurs with Greg Popovich, R.C. Buford. In my opinion, no one has done it better in the millennium as a franchise like this team. I love the colors in San Antonio. This is for our boy Esteban and EM, the San Antonio Spurs. This is a team that, and I'm going to be brutal here, so Spurs fans, don't get mad at me, because I am a Spurs supporter. I love the uniforms. I love the tradition since George Gervin, Mark Olderbing, That's right. That George Karl, Larry Keenan, James Silas, one of the best point guards to ever play in the NBA. Reason why you don't hear about the great James Silas is that he blew his knee out. And back then, they didn't have the technology and science like they do now. Can I do it right now for you? James Silas. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at San Antonio's roster. Aldridge is beginning to age. DeRozan's there. Let me take a look at his roster right now. DeRozan, Rudy Gay off the bench. DeJounte Murray's a good player. Lonnie Walker's all right. I'm looking at this Spurs team right now. I'm looking at the roster. With the Patty Mills still there. Good for Patty. One of my favorite people. I remember he was on Portland and he was a towel waver. But I kept telling guys, this kid can play. And met him a couple of times when he used to be in Portland back in the day. I'm happy for Patty, one of the best international players to ever play the game, believe it or not, folks. He really is. I'm looking at his picture. Patty got dreads now. Good team player, good leader. And that's what the Spurs are all about. San Antonio, I know that the national media is glad that they're gone. For now, I think if I was the Spurs, and you want my honest opinion, and I hate to tell her this, and tell fans this, Becky Hammon's going to be an NBA coach. And I got news for coaches like Terry Stotts of the world. If you don't do what we expect you to do in Portland, and that means world championship in Portland, nothing less, your ass is going to be on the fire. It's going to go. Neil O'Shea's done his job. He ain't going nowhere. Look at this roster you have. You should win the Western Conference and the NBA title outright, Portland. There's no excuses for you. No one's loaded more than you. Well, guess what? You F up this year and lose to a Denver in the second round, his ass will be on the hot seat. And this young lady right here, she'll be coaching in the NBA soon. Don't be surprised if it's Portland. Because Portland thinks out of the box. She would work in Portland. 2 reasons. Lillard, McCollum. They run that locker room. She will fit well with them because they're point guard mentality. Okay, in my opinion, she's a WNBA Hall of Famer. And she'll get in. And I know guys are rolling their eyes this early morning. No. Becky Hammon will be the first female coach in the NBA. Players respect her because they saw her as young kids. You know, they turned the TV in the dial. She's playing in the WNBA, and she was a great player. I don't know about Will Hardy. I know about Tim Duncan. I know about Chip England. He used to be in Portland. Good for you, Chip. You got you with Popovich now, Mitch Johnson. This is a good coach. Popovich don't draft dummies. Okay? You don't draft dummies. Oh, the Spurs. I'm going to give them 44 wins. And turning the table. Spurs are going to be back, folks. They'll be back. And let's say Pop one day decides to hang it up. I would give the job to Becky. Keep your guys, bring in your ladies, because I know she's going to bring in a couple. Keep Chip, though. Chip's a good assistant coach in San Antonio. Chip is a very good assistant coach. And I'm happy for Chip. And of course, Tim Duncan is Tim Duncan. I don't have to say no more. Um, I love that guy. I'm looking at him right now. I love Duncan. Clearly, the best basketball player of the millennium. I know Kobe fans going to give me pushback, Shaq fans. No. And it wasn't for one of the biggest blunders in NBA coaching history by Greg Popovich by not having Parker and Duncan on the court in the last 20 seconds against the Heat. San Antonio went 6-0. And then guys like me will tell Jordan and the Bulls to kiss my black ass, and I'll be banging the drum for the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs do something I love about the NBA, and you don't see it no more because all stars in the NBA. Chris Paul is going to bring that to Phoenix. Trust me, he will. Team basketball. Nice, water is life. She keeps Nicer keeps the jug next to her. What's up, Red Planet Photography? What's up, my brother? Thank you for coming in. This is my morning show. I'll be here for the business report, the brilliance of Black Wall Street, and the excellence of Big Time. That's at 10:15 this morning. Come on in, get a cup of Joe, smoke a blunt or whatever, and enjoy it. It's gonna be good. 3 hours of nothing but Wall Street talk. Enjoy that. Jefferson, he was great all-around player. Can respect rank gave him. Yeah. Chris Paul is a leader of men. He's going to change the culture in Phoenix. But the point I was making was I saw Red Planet. That's why I stopped what I was doing, gave Red Planet Photography salute. He always supports me, and I love you, my brother. Happy holidays to you if I don't see you, my friend. Happy holidays to all of you. But I know Jefferson will be here. Sean Jones. Nicer is beginning to like this platform. She'll be here. So my regulars will be, I'll be on Christmas morning, 7 to 12. I'll take you up to the 5 NBA games, a big NBA card, a monster card. Milwaukee is hosting Golden State. The first game is New Orleans. And let me tell you guys something right now. Zion is in shape. Watch out. He's in shape. The big boy is ready to dominate. Watch out for the young Hornets. Just saying. They'll be in Miami. Golden State will be at Milwaukee. Brooklyn will be at Boston. Then the highlight games will be the late games will be Dallas at LA, and then the nightcap, the rematch of the Western Conference semifinals when the Clippers choked away a 3-1 15-point lead at halftime in Game 5, got Doc Rivers fired. The Clippers will be in Denver to face Jokic and Murray. And that other kid who I'm in love with so much, who bitched and complained. He had every right to do that in the playoffs last year. Give that boy the goddamn ball. And then you'll have a big three in Denver and a good bench. Denver is good, folks. I just think Portland's better. Watch out in the West. Portland is the sleeper, folks. Jefferson asked me who's a sleeper. Portland is your sleeping giant. They go 15 deep. And they can start their second unit and beat most NBA teams on any given night. Watch out. So I'm saying, watch it. The Portland, I'm going to say it now to you. Lakers had a great offseason themselves. Lakers spent their cap space very wisely and efficiently. So give the world champions credit. But I'm telling you right now, Portland is the Sasquatch, Bigfoot in the Pacific Northwest. It's the sleeper in the NBA, folks. And I'm telling you right now, if Portland stays healthy, they'll win 56 games this year in the West. I think LA will coast a little. And I think, let me see, you got Houston, San Antonio, New Orleans, and Dallas. Dallas may be the team that will have the monster year in the West. Uh, Dame and CJ, they're going to take, and Carmelo, they're going to take load management. They're going to give Adam Silver the middle finger. Okay? They're going to do load management. I'm sorry to tell that to Adam Silver. And Portland fans ain't going to mind because as long as Portland is balling out there in the West, Portland fans could be waving their pom pom. Okay? I see Denver and I see Dallas. Maybe even San Antonio will make a bounce back. But there are going to be a couple of teams that are going to have big years. But I don't know if they're going to finish off in the playoffs. I think Dallas is one. I definitely feel that Denver is going to have a big year. But come playoff time, the LeBrons, the Damon Lillards, the Steph Currys, the Stephon Currys, they're going to rise. Trust me when I tell you that. I'll tell you something else. Since you guys got me up here doing this, there's another team I love in the Western Conference, but no one talks about. But to me, and to that 15-year-old, 6'11" gigantuan in high school right now, he's 15 years old. Shout out to N.B.A. fan this morning. This is N.B.A. fan type of thing today. I'm doing the N.B.A. now for the rest of the week. This kid is going to be scary and the next superstar. And when an N.B.A. fan comes up this evening or tomorrow night, because tomorrow I'm doing the whole N.B.A. card, me, and I hope I have a guest up here to talk basketball. I know I'm going to have we walk Jack. Well, I know we're going to have Dragons. We kill Dragons up here late tomorrow night. Because me and him going to do the Blazer game together and observe the game. So watch out. So I'm telling you guys, yeah, they do, LaShawn. They have a bench that can replace the starting lineup and beat most NBA teams. They're that good. And that's scary. Denver's deep too. I mean, I judge a basketball team not on stars, but how deep you are as a team. That's how I judge you. How deep you are. Are you talented? Yes, the pom poms. Yes, they do that in Portland. Yes, they do. It's a, sweetheart, if I compare Portland to a city that in sports you will be familiar with, it's like Green Bay in football. It's the only thing in town. It's a small city. It's a great city. I loved it when I was out there. It's a great town, and they love the Blazers out there. It's not like Seattle, where Seattle's the big city in the West, along with Los Angeles and San Francisco. Seattle is more like New York. They think they're better than everybody because of the money they make, their education, and the swirling, of course. When you talk Seattle, Portland is turning into that a little bit now. The women love the white guys out in Portland. Ain't too many brothers in Portland. Um, the lifestyle is terrific if you're single. If you have little kids, it's terrific. You move, relocate. A guy like I said before, Black Wall Street. If he wanted to get away from it all, Portland would be a good place for him. He has a good career. He's into business investing also, and he's been doing that. And Young Man will be on about 1 hour from now. He'll be on. This is a guy that got his shit together. So it's big time, and that's why they're doing the show. I expect Laurel to be here this morning. I expect Star Platinum. You all know him as Star P to be up here. I Test to be up here. And you guys gonna have fun talking nothing but business. And they give you good tips for penny stocks, $10 stocks. These guys live for this, girls and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. They live for this. You know, they bring something to the table. And Star Platinum is gonna be doing his stuff soon, and his channel is gonna be all about. His channel is gonna be all about business and investing. So look out for that. Every Monday afternoon, he said. And he'll be coming live from Denver, Colorado. Just telling you guys a few things. Greg Popovich, I just did the San Antonio Spurs report. I gave them 44 wins. That's for EM, Dolphin fan, and Esteban, two of the biggest Spurs fans. I love the Spurs. There's only three teams in the NBA, folks, that does culture. Spurs, Blazers, Heat. Pat Riley, his leadership. Damon Lillard, leader of men, like I said earlier, and the great Greg Popovich. And I'll say it before I'll say it again. When Becky Hammond gets her NBA gig, and she will, Sue Bird will probably be one of our executives because Sue Bird is training to be an NBA executive. You're going to see that. You're going to see a whole female NBA staff from top to bottom. And I wouldn't be surprised one day if a woman buys an NBA team. That stuff wouldn't surprise me. He got get his first year of college and then stop draft high school players. Yeah, you're right about that. I'll be off the air at 10 minutes to 10. I got to run a couple of errands. Hey, what you guys who are in here now, what you do is by that time, my other, the business report, the excellence and brilliance of big time in Black Wall Street, that room will pop up. So while I'm running around for a few minutes, because where I'm going is right across the street from my house, I'm going to mail a couple of letters and get the newspaper for my mom because my mom is here today. She'll be going back home tonight because she don't care about the NBA. Pete's back. I'm gonna do the Heat later tonight. I'm gonna
What's
do
up, man?
the
You said you got
championship
moms over there at the
contenders
house
later
today?
tonight. So
You said you got moms at the house today?
say that again, Pete, and I have my headset on. Say that again.
You said you got moms at your house today?
Yeah, just for today. Yes, he's going back
Ooh,
home this
I know you're
afternoon.
gonna cook her something up good.
No, mom's gonna cook me something good
Ooh,
before
that's
she
the
leaves. When I
that's the
go to her,
flavor you'll never forget.
yeah, man. When I go to her house, I cook. Well, it usually goes the other way, but she wants to cook today.
I
So
wanted to jump on the topic you just finished saying real quick about a woman being an owner for an NBA team.
yeah,
That really needs to happen because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what gender, race, or anything buys a team. There shouldn't be no limit to buying the team. And a lot of these owners, they have like shares into the business, and they would not want to sell it to, like, for example, a black owner or a woman owner because maybe they feel like it wouldn't be good for the
for
business or
business.
what.
I think the NBA will be the only one to do it. The other sports are not, especially the NFL. They're not
You
going
know
to.
what I'm saying? And exactly. But
NBA will do it.
NBA, I think they could.
Yeah,
And it
they'll do it.
shouldn't matter if it's a woman owner or not. I mean, at the end of the
Hammond.
day,
I
you
was
just
talking about
hire
Becky.
people to do the best.
I was talking about Sue Bird is already trained to be NBA executive already. If she gets the job, I feel sorry for wherever she goes because that GM is going to be on the clock. Because Sue Bird is going to be ready to be an NBA GM, and she's going to hire Sue Bird. I'm telling you, when she gets her gig, the GM is out. I'm telling you. Maybe not in Portland because Neil O'Shea has done a phenomenal job, and it's up to the dumb coach to get them over the hump. But in other places, if I'm going to hire Becky Hammond, I'm serious. If I am the general manager, let's say if ownership hired her and not the GM, he's on the clock because she's going to bring in Sue Bird and a bunch of her. And I know people don't want to hear this early. I'm just being honest. She's going to bring in a lot of her WNBA buddies, and they're going to run a team. And the crazy part about it is, I'll use Sacramento as an example. If she went to Sacramento, the people will be behind her more than the players. She goes to
what
Portland, people will be behind her more than the players.
What are the chances of her surviving her whole contract if they don't win?
It will look bad if they fire her quickly. The NBA will take a bad hit publicity wise. But let me do the opposite. Let's say she takes a Portland and she gets them to a consistent Western Conference final. She's going to be heralded, bro. She is going to be heralded by the national media, by the NBA. The NBA is going to put her on a pedestal, bro.
It'll definitely wake the NBA. And you know what, Mace? The NBA needs something like this to happen. When
Yes,
you
I
really
totally
think
agree.
about it, the
I used to,
NBA need some type of like attention for people to because the NBA lately has not been getting views, bro.
no, man, yeah, because it's too much star ball. Do you know who's they're going to win? The NBA does stupid shit that everyone can see right in front of everybody.
Exactly. Everybody knew the Lakers were going to be in the
Yes,
finals
exactly.
early in the season. Like, I agree. The NBA needs a little switch up.
It
And I
was
said this before, just like MLB, they need to change something here and there
it,
to
it,
get
was
it more tuned in to watch.
it was refreshing to see the Miami Heat. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I'm being honest. It was refreshing to see the Miami Heat breeze through the playoffs. I'm not joking about that. I think it was good for the sport to see the Miami Heat breeze. I mean, breeze through the Eastern Conference playoffs, bro. They didn't break a sweat.
I mean, it was like a feeling like no other with the Heat, man. It was like every game you didn't know if you were gonna win or not. And they overcame adversity, and
Yeah.
it was right after another, and it was like we won this series,
Sean Jones, I
we
got
won
you.
the next series. It was unbelievable. I agree, man.
It
This
was
season with
because
the
of
Heat,
something that I just said 15 minutes ago. The Heat, the Blazers, and the Spurs are the only three teams in the NBA that has culture. Nobody else has culture. And to me, culture is very important. That's why, and I said it 25 years ago, Pete, I got scoffed at here in New York. Pat Riley came from the heavens and to bless the Miami Heat franchise, him and Mickey Arison working together.
yeah, man. Pat Riley, I've heard his name since I was a young one, all my life down here in Miami, bro. He's a legend down here.
I'm going to say something else that's going to make people cringe, especially Dolphin fans in Miami. Pete lives there. He'll sign off on this. The Miami Dolphins are second or third in that city. Number one is clearly the Miami Heat.
In this city right now,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. It's a
this
Heat.
that's a
It's a Heat
Heat
city.
town now because the millennials like Pete and others down there, they saw rings, chips.
Yes. LeBron, Wade, like they brought all
Yeah,
that magic to the city.
they have their own megastar and Dwayne Wade.
But this is the biggest football city that there is, bro. We love our team. I just don't know where our fan base is at. I
They're
guess they
gone,
only come
bro.
out when we start winning, bro.
Yeah, bandwagon. But I'm being dead serious, folks. You go to South Florida, you're gonna see a lot more Heat uh, jerseys around the streets, man. You're gonna see Dolphin or Canes, but I would put the Canes second, believe it or not, because when the Canes are good, Miami goes crazy. That's their swag.
That's one thing I would agree with Mace, bro. You come down here, you see more basketball jerseys than Dolphin jerseys.
Yeah, bro, because the Dolphins has been inept. You have three generations who saw them win nothing. Your Generation X had Marino, and your millennials and your zillennials, they're getting ready for something unfortunately that Generation X has missed out on. Dynasty. And
Well,
it's
you
going to
don't.
happen in Miami, folks. I hate to tell you this.
It's gonna
Pete, let me
happen,
ask
bro.
you a question. What do you think about the national love the Dolphins are getting now?
I love it
There
because
you
I'm
go.
so used to not having it. And back in the days, I remember, bro, just trying to find a topic on the Dolphins on ESPN was almost like a 2 second clip, and that was it. But the
Let
media
me,
right now is not even giving the attention deserved. I think they need more when you really think about it. What the
they,
Dolphins have done this year, it is not the same of the people want to compare this Dolphins team to the 49ers with Cal Shanahan. One year they did bad, the next year it is not the same, bro.
no.
These guys had a team, but they lost their quarterback. Nobody else was. We completely we shut everybody down. We took everybody out last year. We sold the roster. We purged it, whatever you want to call it, and we revamped it overnight and we're in the position we're in, bro. That
Started
doesn't happen in every sport.
started off 0-7 in 2019, since 14-7. Won some big games on the road. Also, what's impressive about this young group is they're not even the finished product yet. They're just scratching the surface. Also, 21 straight games with a turnover or two or more. You wasn't up here last night. What do you think of Xavier Howard, the only
Man,
unanimous defensive player going to the Pro Bowl? Unanimous. That means everybody voted for him. What do
you
you think
know,
about that?
every time TD went up and bashed Xavier Howard, you will see my comments telling TD every time. Xavier Howard is the best corner on the Dolphins roster. Doesn't matter about Byron Jones. The best corner on Miami is Xavier Howard, and I've been standing still on that because of the way I see Xavier Howard play. He plays the position the way I wanted to play the position. You know, you
Yeah.
you 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 pretty much he's preying on his receiver, bro. He's like a king cobra out there, standing his distance. You run that slant, and he could tell by the hips that you're gonna run that slant. If he bites it, he's picking it, and he knows how to attack the ball. That's what I love, bro. I understand Byron Jones is great. He sticks to his corners. He's always on the hip. That's fine, bro. But Xavier Howard plays that position totally different. He's
Every
like a
night they
hawk.
showed every night they show that interception, him covering Tyreek Hill. He did it one handed, then he's flexing in the end zone. They show that every night, bro.
When
Sean
I
Jones,
seen
you
that
think
live,
Portland is
Mace,
better
I
than
jumped
Denver?
out the seat, bro.
No, I think Denver and Portland are even, I think, but Portland's a loaded gun, man. And let me tell you something, Sean. Don't think Portland is not going to keep in its hip pocket those two blowouts Denver did to them last week. But see, Portland is looking at bigger picture. They want to get Dame a ring. They're not worried about the regular season, but they'll play well because they're too deep to lose, bro. They're just too deep. Getting back to the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm in a good place with the Dolphins. I know you got these Tua lovers. My God, but I was surprised how the fans booed Tua every time he scored a touchdown on Sunday. That took me aback. I heard boos when he scored.
Well, I brought that up not too long ago. I think here as well when they booed him in the last home game. I think it was the Broncos game, right?
No, they
No,
booed him on the last home game before Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. They were booing him, bro, and
Chiefs too.
I
The
couldn't believe.
Chiefs.
He's, one of these games they were booing him, and he was close to the red zone about to score, and they started booing and I brought it up, but at the same time, it's like I understand you got to be real with yourself, Mace.
Sean Jones. I know the
This
Nuggets are
fan
good.
base has to be real.
I
I
totally agree.
understand. I understand. There's nothing we could do now. We have to live the Tua train.
I
But
agree.
if people are mad at other fans for disliking the Tua pick, I mean, you're just really a Tua homer. You understand what I'm saying?
That's what
Because Tua
we
has
yeah.
not
That's
shown anything for you to
yep,
ride. If
yep.
anything, you love our team, you have to love our defense.
Yes,
That's what your
exactly.
first love should be is our
Yes.
defense because that's what I can see taking us to the next level.
There
I
you
do
go,
not
Pete. You're
I
on.
do
Me and
not
you on point. Yes.
I do not see Tua taking us to the next level. He's
No, it's
going
going
to
to be the
ride our
defense
defense to the next
and the
level.
running game too. We're going to have a power running game next year. I promise you. We will
Yes.
be Cleveland
A-
next
And
year.
and the thing is, this running game if it continues the way it is from last week, I'm telling you right now, the NFL is in trouble this season. If Ahmed somehow averages, I'm going to just be nice. If Ahmed could average 90 yards rushing on the ground,
That's good enough.
that's good enough, bro.
And they got the Raiders this week, where they have one of the worst run defenses in the sport. I think they'll beat the Raiders. And by the way, tell everybody, tell the boys that Mace has calmed down this week. Tell them to all come up for the Raider game. I'm doing the Raider game in here on Saturday. Me
Is
and
it
Dusty.
my bad, mate? Isn't your boy Dusty a Raider fan?
Yeah, that's why me and him are doing it together. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna be on this shit Sunday with
And so
Dusty. We
no,
finna
no,
be
Saturday
live,
nights.
bro.
Pete, Saturday nights, the Dolphin Raiders, 8 o'clock our time
Oh, I ain't
on the
missing that
NFL.
one. I'm gonna be all on Dusty.
Yeah, man. I'll be up here doing the game live, sitting right in this chair and be looking behind me, looking at the screen and
Now,
telling you
now
guys,
I gotta
what's
be
going on.
honest. Now I
Yeah.
gotta be honest. This Raider game, I had it penciled in as a win if Derek Carr was the starter, bro.
What with Mariota?
With Mariota, it's concerning. It really is.
I agree, but there's one thing I don't worry about though.
I know our defense, but you have to. You see, Derek Carr was not gonna hurt us down. On a 3rd and 3, Derek Carr is gonna force a tight window pass. He would not run it and get a first.
My problem with
Mariota
this
will
though,
take off and get a first down.
yeah, but you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you. The Raiders lost all their life when they lost that game. Watch the Raiders in a short week. Watch the Raiders come out. No, they have a long week. Watch the Raiders come out a little flat because there's no playoffs for them.
The Dolphins do not have a. The Dolphins better not come out flat against this Raiders
No, they'll
team.
come out playing. I think the one thing though is going to be fascinating. Buffalo, Miami. They'll probably move that game to Sunday Night Football. Miami wins, they're in. Buffalo's playing for the 2 seed. That's going to be a great game.
You know what? I don't think no team wants to be the 2nd seed if the Dolphins are the 7th seed.
I
I
think the
don't.
Dolphins will finish sixth, to be honest with you.
6.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to win out, bro. They'll finish
So
sixth.
we're gonna
Baltimore.
end up playing who? The Titans. That's the team I really don't want to play, but I'm not afraid to play.
No, and the Titans are going to lose. They're going to play Green Bay. They're going to play. We're going to be in Indianapolis.
Oh, that'll be a good game right there.
Yeah,
I I,
I can take that one.
I want to see us first round versus Colts or Pittsburgh because I feel high chances we could beat those two teams.
I agree with Sean Jones. We're not going to take the Raiders lightly, and Buffalo is going to be a war because we both going to be playing for something. That game is going to be a war.
Oh,
Buffalo,
I agree with
Miami.
Sean with what he just said too. One thing about this Dolphin team is I don't think Flores is gonna take any team lightly ever.
I think, and Patrick Mahomes is now taking a beating. If anyone hasn't noticed, the Saints did try to do what we did to him the week before. I keep telling you guys this. Listen to me. I mean it. We are building our team to beat the Chiefs. We're not building our defense to beat the divisions, to beat the Chiefs. Because what we need to get to, we're going to have to go through the Chiefs.
I
Telling
agree.
you.
I agree.
If you guys want to see what I'm predicting, the Chiefs are the team to beat, bro.
Yep. Yep. And Tyreek Hill is not the same, bro. That his hammy is it's he pulled it again against that Dolphins game. If you see when he scored that touchdown, he immediately the moment he scored, he grabs his hamstring really tight and squeezes it. That means it's tightening up on him. And late
Yeah.
in the season, in the cold, it's just only gonna get worse for Tyreek Hill.
I'll say
So
this again to Pete Sean Jones, nicer. My Wall Street room will pop up about a quarter to 10, 15 minutes from now. When I'm done with this platform, just all go in there and chill. I'm gonna run across the street, drop some Christmas cards to my family members, and come right back. And I'll be in the room chilling. And I'll probably come up early and continue all of this around near 10 o'clock. So just jump in the other room when this is over, and we can continue what we're doing right now until the two gentlemen pop up and do their business report. Sean Jones, we are not going to take them lightly. If you can get through the Chiefs, you can get through any team. You're damn right.
yeah,
And I'm going to say this again. And Sean Jones, put a one in the chat room. Are you enjoying now the national love the Dolphins are beginning to get? I think one mistake the national media made yesterday. I was watching this. They already got Miami penciled in for a playoff spot.
they already know. The Bills week 17 is gonna be a rest game. That's an easy win. That's 10 wins right there.
No, I think that's a mistake because we have to win the games. And Miami hasn't done nothing in years. Don't
No, I'm
just
saying the Bills are gonna be a rest team.
no
They're
no
gonna
the
rest.
Bills are playing that game. They want the 2 seed.
No, they remember, Mace. There's no benefit from being. That's why I'm telling you, bro. This 17 playoff, they fucked up, bro. That 2nd seed don't mean shit no more. The 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now, what the NFL is gonna be doing now, late in the season, and pay attention is they're gonna want to see the 2nd seed. They're gonna try to prefer to play the 7th seed. Or if the 7th seed is coming on hot late.
That's the Ravens, bro. You think Buffalo wants to play the Ravens?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ravens are not gonna make it, bro.
Man, yeah, they're gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mace. If the Ravens make it, I'm gonna tell you right now. If the Ravens make it, the Dolphins didn't make it, bro.
Yeah, that's why I said these games are important.
But
I
what I'm
mean,
telling you is, week 17, the Bills are gonna rest their players. Hold on,
I don't think so, bro.
all right there.
Because let's say if they lose that game, they become the free seed. Pittsburgh wins out. Pittsburgh can win out. They got Cleveland, and they. Oh man, you're right. You make an excellent point. Yeah, that game is meaningless because I think Pittsburgh is going to lose to both Indianapolis and Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody.
Cleveland's going to win the division. Can you believe that shit? Cleveland's going to win the AFC North.
I mean,
Cleveland got the Jets, and they play Pittsburgh at home. They should. The Jet game, believe it or not, will be their toughest game.
you think so?
Yeah, because the Jets are mad right now, man. It's a team. They got blasted yesterday in New York, man.
I just told my boy yesterday Baker Mayfield's gonna light up the Jets, bro.
Jets are going to come
He's
to
gonna
play
light
because
them
they
up.
want. You know why the Jets are going to come to play? The players are now motivated, but the fans are mad at them. But they lost Tyler Lawrence, so they're going to want to play that game, win that game, and stick it to the Jet fans
Jets
in the New
fans
York.
don't. The Jets fans piss me off, bro. This man has not even finished his rookie deal yet, and they're talking about drafting Lawrence, bro. You understand? Like the Jets don't. I don't think the Jets are gonna draft Trevor Lawrence, whether they get the
No, they're
first
not.
pick
They
or
lost.
not.
They won a game. Jacksonville got the #1 pick, and Jacksonville already said on Sunday night all
Oh
their
yeah,
star players will
Jacksonville
sit
has
out the rest
even.
of the year.
Oh yeah, Jags got the first pick now.
Yep, Jags got the first pick.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's what exactly what I told you, bro. They do not
I
care
said
about
the same
Trevor
thing.
Lawrence, bro. It's just the
And
media
and
with the
Laro
Lawrence. The
and
same way last year with Tua, with the Dolphins, with the media. Boom, boom. Like it was, ended up the media ended up getting it right, but they just sell it, bro. They just keep on selling and selling and saying it because it makes sense. But
it's over
when you
now.
think about it, do you honestly think the Jets are gonna throw away Sam Darnold, bro?
Now they're not because the big question yesterday is now: do the Jets draft a quarterback or they go in a different like take the offensive lineman from Oregon? That's not what they're saying here in New York. Their dreams are over. And Jacksonville did a smart thing. They sitting out their stars, and they announced that Sunday night that these main guys are not playing no more. That's a good move by Jaguars.
By who?
Jaguars
Cowboys?
and the Jaguars are making
Oh,
sure they're getting that first pick. That's the way you do it.
so who was calling me crazy in here when I said that the Cowboys were gonna win that division like 3 weeks ago?
It wasn't me. I
Somebody
don't
was
know if the
going off on
Cowboys.
me.
Well, the Cowboys got who? They got Philly and they got the Giants. Yeah, they can win the division. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I
and
and
that's
I
a
brought
scary
that whole
team.
situation up, and they were calling me crazy and all this, and now look,
That's a scary team to play in the first round if you're the Saints. That's
I
not the
agree.
team you want coming to New Orleans. And you know the scary thing is the media will be on the Cowboys bandwagon.
Oh my God, if the Cowboys win one playoff game with Andy Dalton, it'll
Be
be.
interesting for Dallas because they're gonna have to go to New Orleans and then to Green Bay. The first two games.
And it's not like Andy can't go out there to Green Bay and throw it all up in that bad weather.
Yeah, right. He played in bad weather in Cincinnati for 10 years. Yeah, you make a
The
good point, my
Cowboys could
brother.
actually be a scary team in the
That's
playoffs,
what I'm
bro. If they
saying.
get
That's
if
what I'm
Zeke is
saying.
fully
Yeah.
healthy.
I'll talk about that on Saturday about the Dallas Cowboys. 'Cause I'm doing NBA. I'll do it Thursday because Thursday is a day that nothing's happening. It's Christmas Eve. I can do Cowboys. It's a scary team.
The Redskins are in a slip up. Cowboys might win that division.
I think the Redskins will slip up here. I do. Even though they're playing Carolina this week, they should win
Yeah.
that. Ron Rivera is pumped up for this game, boy. Ron Rivera is pumped up for this game like no other game he's ever coached.
They fired the Panthers GM already, bro. The
Yeah,
Panthers are
the
fucked.
rumor is he's going to end up in Washington with Ron Rivera because he was the one who took a chance on Ron Rivera. Nobody else did.
You see that right there? You see what you just said? That
Yeah,
sucks, bro. That really sucks, bro, because it's a I know you business.
it's a good old boy network.
It's a I know you business, bro. I know you, so come over here, bro.
Yeah, Dallas can make it. Well, then again, you know what? We're both wrong. If Washington wins Sunday, they win the division. You know why? They swept Dallas.
True.
So if the Redskins win against Carolina, and I think they'll destroy Teddy Bridgewater. That defense will destroy Teddy Bridgewater on Sunday.
Damn, you know what? That could be the trap game of the week. But I agree with you. I do
Rivera's
agree.
gonna have that team pumped up, bro. No, they're gonna destroy Carolina.
Haskins, bro. Haskins and his turnovers could cause a big effect
Well,
on them.
Alex Smith should be back. Plus, I don't see Teddy surviving that defensive front, bro. You saw, if you didn't see, the Seahawks did a great job for 3 quarters on Chase Young. In the fourth quarter, Chase Young went nuts on Russell Wilson. Washington was back in that game before you can blink an eye.
No,
Yeah,
that
Redskins win it, they clinch the division, and they're going to be dangerous too, bro, with that defense.
people only think Chase Young on that defensive line, bro, but they're forgetting Kerrigan, they're forgetting Payne, they forget all those people that are, real studs, bro. That front four for Washington is the real deal.
Yes, and people don't realize that. I'll say something else. The Dolphins and the Redskins mirror each other. As scary as that is.
I wish we would have got Chase Young, bro.
Yeah, I did. I said the same thing. Me, you, and Finsanity said the same thing. We want to Chase Young. Me, you, and the beautiful Insanity. If she's listening, good morning, baby girl in Jersey. She went to work today. Good thing there's no snow. Um, yeah, I would like to see all of you, Insanity, yourself, ball game, Vision, all you guys. Ian, I know will be here. Esteban,
I
all you
want
come here
all they
saying.
ass to come down here for a home game one day, so we
I will
all
be
can
there.
see.
I'll be there for the Texans because Laro's going there next year. I said that me, you, uh, I test Mr. Miami. We all hook up. Laro's gonna throw a big Texas style. What you call that shit? Tailgate in Miami's parking lot, and we all hook up and say, hug each other, say what's up to each other.
Hell yeah, kick
Fucking
it.
Laro goes to every
But I'm not
fucking
going
road.
nowhere near Lauro, bro, if he's gonna be with that Texans family.
Well, he's on the traveling He's on the traveling team, bro. That's cool, bro. He has money like that to go to every Texans road game, bro, and home game. That's nice, man.
That's a blessing, bro, for real.
Yeah, he'll be rocking his Watson jersey.
I'll kick it with Lauro. We'll talk
Yeah,
some
me
shit
too.
out there.
Well, all you guys, I'm gonna do the show from the tailgate. We're gonna have fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be
Actually,
down there.
I like going tailgating sometimes just to tailgate. There's been
Yeah,
times I've went to the game, I had tickets and just stayed outside the whole time, bro.
I've
Real
never
talk.
seen. They showed it on Sunday morning. Jefferson says you don't tailgate until you get to Texas. Let me say this. He's right about that. Let me say this. I'm coming there in late August for the weekend to do the show down there. And I'm taking you guys out to dinner that Saturday night. We're going to prom. I've never seen a more beautiful, picturesque surrounding around a stadium than in Miami.
Let me figure some of this out here at the crib with this Jet Mason. I'll get back to you.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go run this errand. Everybody, I love you. My next room will pop up in
Like,
5 minutes. Just go in there. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Go in there and chill. Sean Jones, Jefferson,
are you
nicely.
guys
Just
gonna go
pop up.
to another platform?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the business report, but
Somebody
we
else
could
channel?
talk. No, my channel. I'm doing a business show at 10
Oh, okay,
o'clock.
okay, okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah, just
I'll
pop.
be
Just
back.
go in there in 5 minutes. It's gonna post, but I'll be coming on the air at 10:15. I should be back here about 10:05, and I'm just gonna come right into the room and chill with everybody until the two guests come up.
Come on. All right, see
Everybody,
you later.
give me a half an hour. Half an hour, 25 minutes. I'll be back. We'll continue this. I love you all. See you in about 25 minutes.